"Do you know why you're here?" I said, "No, ma'am." She said, "You just got immediate release, and I have to have you off my compound by 4 o'clock.
Jeff Williams waited 17 years to hear those words, but when he walked out of jail later that day, things wouldn't be as easy as you might think.
It's not that easy. No, it's real difficult.
Simple tasks like buying items at a convenience store with his leftover commissary money.
I've been in jail for 17 years, so I didn't know how to use a debit card.
And just having normal conversations.
I don't feel comfortable around people much.
Jeff doesn't care for big crowds these days. He prefers his family. 3 children, 2 girls and a boy, as he describes them. They're grown now.
And there's a whole lot of things that I missed out on. My kids growing up, I watched them grow up through pictures.
Jeff's journey began in 1997 when he was arrested in Tulsa and charged with conspiracy to manufacture and distribute methamphetamine, as well as a firearms charge. Jeff says the state was the one manufacturing facts and witnesses, and even threatened to indict his sister if he didn't plead guilty to the charges.
So I gave up and pled guilty.
Jeff was sentenced to 35 years. He says his sentence was like a death, his life jerked away from him. He was left with only time and a lot of it.
You feel pretty much dead. You go all the way to the acceptance part. But I never quit fighting. I had something tied up in court the whole time.
Jeff started working in the prison law library, studying and working on his own appeals.
I studied law for 17 years while I was in prison.
In 2010, after a federal investigation, 4 officers involved in Jeff's case were indicted on corruption charges. When that happened, Jeff from prison filed a motion requesting that his case be reopened. In 2012, he was granted a hearing. 2 of the officers in Jeff's case went on to serve prison time for crimes related to corruption, including fabricating evidence. Meantime, Jeff continued to wait for his own justice.
I'd gotten to the point where, well, what's going to happen now? I was real hopeful there at first, but as a year goes by, your hope dwindles.
It took 2 more years before the call came. In 2014, Jeff was released from prison. Jeff now lives in Pauls Valley. He's dating his former girlfriend again. They started dating in 1996 and met back up in 2014 after years of being out of touch when Jeff was incarcerated. In addition to spending time with his 3 children, Jeff has 10 grandchildren and a brand new great-grandchild. He does a lot of mechanic work, buying, selling, and restoring cars, and works as a pumper.
It's a 7-day-a-week job.
Jeff also shares his story now, hoping to raise awareness about wrongful convictions. He says his story is one of hope. He won't hear of it being told any other way.
People think I should be bitter, but I'm not. It's a shame. It really broke my heart more than anything. I'm thankful, I'm blessed, so I don't have anything to be complaining about.